really excited about that and honored. When I got the call, I don't remember exactly when it was.
The action always in full swing. And
hey, Kevin.
There is a lot of character on that team. David, thank you. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Lakers, fourth in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, down 5 spots from them.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
It's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
And now the Lakers starting group. Bobby Portis out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Davis. Then it's Ball. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 guard. And for the Pelicans, Embiid is out there with Grant. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Garland. And it's Herter in at the 3, the small forward. Count that bucket. And Chris, just getting into a new year. Already injuries hitting a couple of teams.
Yeah, Kevin, and the big thing, though, end the year healthy. I mean, get your guys back to 100%. Don't rush them back early.
Here's Grant after the basket by the Lakers. And stolen by Portis. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Shoots the 3. Pelicans pull it in. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team. Here's Fournier. And Davis sends it back.
You see how the Browns led the league in swats. Not only the wingspan, but the awareness. Reading the game.
Now, here's Ball. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Indiana.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low. Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Here's DiVincenzo. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Using his fine-tuned defensive instincts, Davis is able to make the clean swipe.
There's Garland. And nothing has fallen for him right now. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Davis kicks the ball. Back to Davis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. For New Orleans, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And Embiid pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 6. Herter passes to Garland. Here's Grant. He squares up and sinks it.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And here is Ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hits the close-range jumper. DiVincenzo's got 6. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Garland. A 20-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Shot clock at 5. The pass to Embiid. Great D that time from Davis. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day,
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Joel Embiid. Garland is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Herter in at the small forward. Here's Embiid. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Now, here's Ball. Outside, Covington. Left side, Davis. Passes it to DiVincenzo. That's in there. Davis with the assist. DiVincenzo's got 9.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Fournier in the corner. The Lakers with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's DiVincenzo. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Ball against Grant. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
This offense just continues to impress.
Ball's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Garland kicks to Embiid. Fournier passes to Garland. Back to Fournier. Pass to Embiid. Back to Fournier. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And all right, a chance to check out stats for Covington. A very nice season for him last year. 10th in steals and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year, always a threat to cause a turnover. And so Grant will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 11-point game. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, I mean, it's all but over.
Portis kicks the ball. 1:03 left in the first half. Left side, Covington. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Garland with it. Picked up by Davis. Got a piece of it.
Solid shot blocker at his position. Ball's length allows him to make a difference on this end.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Left side, Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now, here's Garland. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And so that brings the first half to a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, taking a look at the Lakers. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
On offense,
And it's just about...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Donte DiVincenzo.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. They've got Portis, Donte DiVincenzo. He's out there with ball. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Davis in at the 5.
You got to stay down on the shot fake. But I mean, once Embiid has you in the air, the rest is easy.
And Embiid drops them both.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaway. But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Fournier against DiVincenzo. And Embiid with the block.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
Yeah, easy call.
Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And both free throws good for Davis. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one, and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Pelicans shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Covington passes to Portis. Shoots over Fournier. And the Lakers with another miss.
This is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Here's Garland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. He hits both from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
The pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Davis, guarded by Embiid. Pass to DiVincenzo. Connects from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got 12.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Embiid. The baseline J. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Both good from the line that time. Pelicans trail by 8. 1:24 left in the third. Pass to Garland. Basket good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Davis against Embiid. Davis with it. He's got 8. No good on that one. Good D by Embiid.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute to it.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside, Ball. Now the pass to Davis. Back to Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the size and skill set of Ball is unique, which is why defenders have a hard time guarding.
And he's good on the second.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Passes it to Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And it's been there. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. We've got Evan Fournier, Joel Embiid out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Garland. And it's Herter in at the 3 slot. That's the Pelicans 5. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Over to the left wing. Grant kicks to Fournier. Pass to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over DiVincenzo. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
Fournier against DiVincenzo. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Davis against Fournier. He dishes it to Embiid. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Covington. Now here's DiVincenzo. There's the pass to Portis. Ball, the bounce pass. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
I mean, you know, Davis's reputation really does precede him. Every time he steps on the court, the other team starts to look nervous.
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Here's Garland. Here's Embiid. Great D that time from Davis.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Six to shoot. Pulls from the top of the key, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known more citrusly.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Portis. That's tipped.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Covington. Passes to Portis. And Embiid with the block. Here's Herter. He's covered by Ball.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Ball. Davis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bucket is good.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
And here is Ball. And so the Lakers take the win. A solid win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.